So now we're going to do a deep dive into our Garvin's C35 checkweigher. Here on our inspection and results charts page, you can see we have a column with various data and we have a number of charts. So on the right hand side, if we start looking at our charts, you'll see an accepted and reject chart. And of course, we can hover over the bars to give us more detail. We also have an hourly mean value chart and we can hover over the data points to collect a bit more insight. We also have a zone statistics data set at the bottom. And by the way, if we have a multi-lane checkweigher, we will have some additional data below that which will show us the individual statistics per lane. Products also has hourly mean value, accept, reject, as well as giveaway charts, individual value charts. We've got the zone table, which can show us 3, 5, or 7 zones. And as I've mentioned, if you have multiple lanes in case of a checkweigher, we will show you individual stats per lane. Now, let's go over to the left-hand side here to this column of data. As you can see, we've got the product ID and the product name. If we're working with batches, we will see batch data here as well. Now, you can see on the general section, we've got the target weight, we've got the tear, and this individual correction factor. Products supports approved checkweighers where you would have an individual correction factor per product. We are not using this right now, but in that condition, you'd have a number different to 1. We also have our tolerance system and our T1 and T2 limits, both plus and minus. Then we have another section called total counters and statistics. Here we can see that we are collecting statistics. Our status is running. We have the start of period, and then we've got how many products have been accepted, the weight accepted, and some reject data, some weight rejected data. So far, we have no rejects. Then we can see our throughput. We can see max individual value, minimum individual value, the mean, and standard deviation, and so on. If you need the giveaway, we also have those details here available to us, and we can collapse these sections if we're not looking at those at the moment. Then we have the hour counters and statistics, again, the start of period, accepted, weight accepted in kilograms, throughput. I'll collapse that section. So we've seen the total values and we've seen the hourly values. For special counters, if we are doing some special processing on our checkweigher, for instance, if we're checking for a flap open on a box, then that will be counted here as well. Next, we see some OEE data, which might be useful for you also optimizing your production. And then you've got other features like the state current times. For instance, we can see here that we've stopped production for 17 seconds. We've suspended our machines for 6 during this period. We've been executing for 38 minutes and we've spent 0 time aborted. So this gives us detailed insight into our production. And of course, we can then report this as well, should we want to be able to print a hard copy or send this on for someone else for their own review.